Hi, welcome to this video on my fischertechnik robotics TXT walking model, Mirft2. Last time I added some stabilization on both sides and I fixed hopefully the gearing, and I added these guidings. And like I mentioned in an earlier instance, I need some distance holders like here, because this can shift too easily, and they are completely missing here. And a viewer gave me some advice, for which I thank you, and he was completely right, or she, I don't know, that this needs some stabilization, which is correct, and maybe some stronger motors, which may be correct as well. So the first thing I will focus on in this episode is to construct at least one guidance on the other side, and also an attempt to fill the gaps. Will I be able to stabilize this gear? I don't know. I will have to see how I can manage to do that. However, first things first, let me try to put here the same kind of guidance like I have on this side. I have put one of the guides here now, and I think you already can see a difference. This one is shorter here than here, and it cannot go outside like this one can. So I should replace these longer ones with these ones, and these are the ones that go here. Hopefully that will work. And hopefully I have enough for the other two as well. Also, right now this one comes loose. So, looking at this construction, there's a slide here which is going up. So I have to put this one with a rotation of 90 degrees either left or right, so it cannot go loose. So that is, and I think I should fix that right now before fixing this. So really enough to do. With both at the same side, or both the same at opposite sides, I found that the other side of this had to be turned 90 degrees as well. So let me see how I can fix this upon it, the legs and the stabilizing part. Put it in. I hope this isn't too much of a challenge, because you never know how things end up, and it doesn't go as easily. So let me remove the gear for now. Easy to put it up again. This is hard to do, but that goes. And there it slides, can no longer slide out to the up to that direction. This should be fixed easily. This one as well. Alright, now let's see if it fits in the gear. Yes. A little turn around. So this is for one side, and that means that I have one change to do here, because this is obviously not correct, missing one distance holder, and this should be shortened, and this has to be fixed completely. But when I look at this side, it's an improvement. Although when I look here, also some stabilization needs to be done. But let's first fix this part. This is the last part that has been fixed with a placeholder for this leg. I changed this one so it's shorter now. Let's see how things work out. Let me first put this one in place. See how it works out. That is one. And I put this one on the top. If it works out anyway. And that is two. And you can see that this one is already a little bit. For now it seems to be standing, which doesn't mean anything because it needs to be walking. So let's turn it around. Is the height all equal? No, of course not, because the position of the legs is different. For here, same thing. Will it walk? I have no idea yet, but at least it is now standing on its legs, which is already a nice change. Will it be stable enough? Only experiments will prove that. I don't think so, by the way. If you look at this, there may be some changes necessary and a longer access to have this really fixed on both sides. Theorizing just now, but I think that may be necessary. Hopefully the motors are capable of steering, of driving it. Now the point is of course the overall stability, because with my first walking robot, which never proved to really walk, but apart from that, stability made it to be forced actually to have 6 legs. With 4 legs it fell over, and although the whole setup of the legs is different now, it remains to be seen if 4 legs are actually enough. Also, type of motor. I may be needing different motors, but these are the motors that can be controlled better than the other power motors from fischertechnik. Anyway, let's first see if this works. And for that, once again, the Android tablet. So let's run it. Doesn't do much. What happens if I lift it and let it run then? Because that is an indication how everything will go. So let me lift it and then run again. That was a better result. So the shear weight is an issue, which also indicates that the motors may be too weak for this whole thing. That's a very nice point to conclude. But are we there yet? Let's check. Enough placeholders right now, or distance holders. All legs are in the, are no longer able to move freely. That's one thing. It's kind of stabilized now here. These can't be moved freely. I'll turn it around. This is questionable. This is questionable, but we'll have to do for now. Can I expand the number of legs to 6? Like I have it here right now, and I once again run. That is remarkable, because what did it do really? It does want to. I lift it one side. Don't interfere with the gear. It does do something, and letting it be. It's questionable. Absolutely questionable. So while this is kind of fixed now, two things are in question. Is this stable enough? And should the motors be more powerful? I have to find that out, of course. What I also have to find out is why the distance when it runs with less power needed are still not equal. I haven't found it out yet. So with that, what can I run more for tests? Yeah, I could stabilize this, and that's the last thing I do for now. So as a conclusion for this episode, here a stabilizing thing just like here. I'm turning it around, move the power cord, and one block here, one block here, and just a little notch up here. And that's far as stabilization goes for now. So with some improvements and really some new things to find out, its power, still the algorithm that gives questions, raises questions, some stability here, but overall quite nice as I can see it. One last time running the algorithm, it kind of moves. So for now, thank you for watching, and certainly to be continued.